And it's now my distinct pleasure and privilege to request you please to be upstanding as I invite His Excellency, our President, to speak to us and bring this meeting to an end. Your Excellency, sir.
Fellow Kenyans and conference participants, my greetings once again. But before I begin with my concluding remarks, I would want to request that each and every one of us stand for a minute of silence for the 700 Kenyans whom we have lost during this period. So therefore, in the spirit of co-creating the new normal between the government and its people, and on the advice of the National Security Council, and in line with the recommendations of the National Emergency Committee on the coronavirus pandemic, I direct and announce as follows. 1, that the nationwide curfew enforced throughout the territory of the Republic of Kenya is extended for a further 60 days. 2, that the commencement time for the nationwide curfew is varied from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Therefore, effective tomorrow, Tuesday, the 29th of September 2020, the nationwide dusk to dawn curfew will run from 11 o'clock at night to 4 o'clock in the morning. 3, that the prohibition against the operation of bars and the prohibition against the sale of alcoholic drinks and beverages by ordinary restaurants and eateries shall stand vacated with effect from the 29th of September 2020. Unaweza kukunywa pombe, sawa. 4, that the closing time for all bars and restaurants and eateries shall be 10 p.m. every day with effect from the 29th of September 2020, and their operations shall be with strict adherence to the applicable guidelines and protocols issued by the Ministry of Health. 5, that in line with the recommendations of the Interfaith Council, the permitted maximum size of religious gatherings is increased to 1/3 of its normal sitting capacity, but with strict adherence to all applicable guidelines and protocols issued by the Ministry of Health. 6, that the permitted maximum number of persons attending funerals and weddings is reviewed upwards from 100 to 200, but with strict adherence to all applicable guidelines and protocols issued by the Ministry of Health. And indeed, once again, going back to the Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, he posed a question. We thank Kenyans, but it is we, the political class especially, that is leading the charge in defying laid down protocol. So hii ugonjwa ikiendelea kusambaza, tujiangalie sisi wenyewe mbele ya tuanze kuangalia wananchi. Hiyo nimesema 200, good. As we progressively de-escalate the containment measures and resume a sense of normalcy, on education, our paramount consideration, both as a government, but also as parents, is the safety and well-being of our children. The lives of our children and their health is not a matter for debate. Learning institutions, therefore, should only be reopened when we have and can sufficiently guarantee the safety of all our children. And here, I really would plead with Kenyans, let us not focus ourselves on when schools will reopen, but how shall these schools open in a manner that protects our children and protects
their lives and their health.